Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to make a body tube for the rocket, the homemade rocket that we're going to launch with some powerful D engines, C engines. The first thing you need is a dowel rod or a plastic tube that's the diameter of the rocket that you need. Get some paper. All I did here is I took a 8.5 by 11-inch sheet of paper and I cut it in half hot dog style. And now I'm going to roll it as tight as I can on top of the plastic body tube. Now, some cases you might use a wooden dowel rod that's 1 inch in diameter. And then I'm going to take a bead of glue and I'm going to run it along this edge here. You do not want to glue. You do not want to glue the paper to this dowel rod or to the tube, because we're going to recycle. We're going to use this tube in another operation. So you shouldn't be glued on there. I have to remove some of that glue. So make sure you don't get any glue on the tube. Okay, once I've done that, the next step is to cut 2 pieces, at least 2 pieces. I recommend 4. Cut 2 pieces of gum tape, 16 inches. And this is about 16 inches, so this will work. And then you have to be really careful here. You have to measure down 3 inches from the corner of the gum tape, right there. That's 3 inches down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut. You can use scissors. I like to use just the ruler as a straight edge. And what I did is I measured down 3 inches and made a cut from the opposite corner down to the 3-inch mark. Now I'm going to fasten this gum tape on to the body tube. You get it wet. Now you want to form a V for victory. So you're going to have a V there. That's an inverted V. And you're going to fold this over, and as you watch as I roll this, you'll start to create a tube there. And you can see with 16 inches we're just a little bit over. So that's a good indicator that we don't want to cut this tape longer than 16 inches. So I'm going to measure this, make sure it's 16 or less. And this one is 16. I'm going to do the same thing, just a little review. I'm going to measure down 3 inches. We're starting at the 18, so we go to 15. Now you could again use scissors to make this last cut. I'm going to use this. In order to do it that way, you're going to have to push down firmly against the paper using the edge of the ruler. Make sure you put the cap back on your marker. And now you get this wet. Now if you have trouble, if you don't know how to position this on top of your body tube, you can do a dry run with a dry piece of gum tape and just see what it looks like. But I'm going to go on the opposite end now. I'm going to start at the opposite end and I'm going to roll it the same way I did from this direction. And as you can see, that 16-inch piece of gum tape will just barely exceed the length of this body tube, which is 11 inches. And there's the body tube. Now, I've only done 2 of those for the demonstration. I would recommend highly that you do 4 to make it stronger, and it won't add a lot of weight on. It'll make it stronger without adding a lot of weight. And make sure that you wrap it on there real tight. If you got any gaps in here, that's going to affect the aerodynamics, and aerodynamics is a factor in this rocket. Okay, that's it. Good luck.